No goodbye. She just hung up on me. So it was really nice. Hey, what's up, Duff here? I am shooting the final, as far as I know, the absolute final chapter of my long story regarding the drone violation that I paid back in 2016 in relation to flying a drone in Yellowstone when they were prohibited without my knowledge. I did not know that they were prohibited, and I flew a drone and I got a fine. If you want to hear the whole backstory, you can look at this video. I'll have it linked in the description below. You can start from the video that I shot back in 2016, shortly after there. But let's just wrap up where we're at. Those of you that have been following what's been going on, I got a letter recently, within the last month or so, saying that they had no record. The Wyoming District Attorney did not have record of my payment of $500. My fine was actually composed of two parts, a $500 part and a $285 part. And this letter was in regards to the $500 donation to Yellowstone. They said they did not have record of my payment. I had record of my payment. I was able to find it, or I actually was able to have my bank find it from my bank statement of April of 2016. If you saw the last chapter in this saga, I called and talked to a paralegal in that district attorney's office of Wyoming, and she was very unreceptive to me trying to explain what was going on. There was an issue with the original filing where they had the wrong case ID on my paperwork, and because of that wrong case ID, my payments in both situations, both of those fines, got paid to the wrong case. And the lady I spoke to did not want to hear my explanation, and she just said, hey, send us proof, and and that's that. We just want proof. So now the issue is we're 6 years past when this occurred, so there is a limit to how long banks make records available. I could no longer get the canceled check. They only keep them for 5 years. Luckily, bank statements you can get for up to 7 years. So that was my only route to prove payment. So I did finally get a PDF version of that bank statement. I emailed it to the woman, the paralegal that gave me such a hard time on the phone, and said, please send me proof of payment when you're done. I never got a response from her, but I did get a message from the actual assistant district attorney for Wyoming, a very nice woman. She was like the exact opposite of this paralegal I spoke to. She left a message. I missed her. I called her back, and then she called and left a message, and she called me back. Yesterday this happened, and she was very, very nice. She was very pleasant. She explained the situation, and I mentioned to her how the woman I spoke to was not pleasant, like this assistant district attorney was, and how I didn't really appreciate it. And she just, again, she was one of those she's kind of one of those people that just kind of kills you with kindness. She just had a really friendly, upbeat attitude. And I decided I didn't want to, I'm gonna cut this up again. So in a nutshell, she told me that they received my proof of payment and that I would be getting a letter that indicated that court case was now monetarily satisfied. I no longer owed $500. And the only thing I basically said to her was, it's the one problem I see with this whole situation is you going after someone so long after the initial offense because of the difficulty in maintaining or obtaining bank records, bank statements. They're only available for a certain period of time, and not many people are going to keep every check they ever wrote or every bank statement that they ever received. So I think that's a little bit of a flaw in the system. And she said, well, in those situations, if they can't give us proof of payment, then we have a phone conversation about it. And I thought to myself, well, that's ironic, because that's exactly what I tried to do with the person I spoke to previously, and she was not receptive to it. But I didn't say that because, again, in the big picture, the proof was provided. The situation is now closed. I have this paperwork that I'll be holding on to till my deathbed, probably. It says that the fine has been settled and satisfied. So great. So that's it. The drama is over. I hopefully will never hear from the Yellowstone Park Ranger's office again. Hopefully will not be receiving any more communications from the District Attorney of Wyoming's office, and I'll be very glad about that. So that's all I have, guys. Quick update. Hope you have a great weekend. I have a 3-day weekend this weekend. Hope to shoot some PEV content, maybe some other content. You know, we'll see. That's it. Duffman out.